And now we're going to introduce a valedictorian. She worked hard and strived over these last 4 years to get the highest GPA at Union Square Academy for Health Sciences. With you, giving her speech, Madeline Ortiz.
Good afternoon, class of 2020, parents, guardians, guests, and all of USA staff. My name is Madeline Ortiz, and it is an honor to be here today. It is a privilege to be able to address my fellow classmates on our final day as high schoolers. Today is a very special day for many reasons. For the teachers as they watch their students grow from adolescents to adults. For us students as we will embark on new journeys and face new challenges ahead of us. And for our families who have watched us grow through all these years into the young adults we are today. I am more than proud to be a part of the graduating class of 2020. Despite the various obstacles we have faced as a class throughout these 4 years, we have done nothing but continue to be incredibly persistent high school students. From disproving racial and cultural stereotypes to overcoming the achievement gap, we have all persevered. COVID-19 might have taken away the opportunity for us to gather in person, but we should be more than proud to be here in spirit to celebrate our various and well-deserved accomplishments. Without further ado, I would like to share a story with you. A vivid memory of my childhood is being referred to as La Niña Curiosa, the curious girl. My parents often stress that el mundo es imperfecto, the world is imperfect, and that it's best not to question it. Niñas no deben de preguntar mucho. Girls shouldn't ask too many questions. I hated not being able to learn. Being constantly belittled for asking too much eventually made me fear expressing myself, but this doesn't scare me anymore. I've lived in the same apartment since birth with my mother and older brother. Once my papi lived with us too. And although I struggled at times, school became my safe space. I wasn't great at communicating with other kids, but that all changed when I joined the chorus. Singing became everything to me. I bloomed. To La Niña Curiosa, the chorus became a showcase for self-expression. When my brother dropped out of college, it motivated me to change my family's narrative. Despite everything I had been through, USA and an amazing program called SEO Scholars saw potential in me. They provided me a safe space, the resources I needed, and a supportive community. I met and was able to connect with students from similar backgrounds through peer group connection and Saturday classes at SEO. Most of the students I had met had the same goal of being the first in their family to graduate college. And as I became used to this new community, I began to rely more on their support. SEO and USA embody La Niña Curiosa's ideal family. I was honored to have been given the opportunity of a lifetime during my junior year when SEO nominated me for a study abroad program in Uruguay. I was afraid I would struggle to be socially accepted there, but that anxiety vanished when I first met my host mother. She immediately gave me a heartfelt hug, which prompted me to feel welcome before I entered my new home for the next 15 days. I hadn't expected to feel comfortable enough to share anything about myself, but by the end of my stay, I shared everything about myself. My vulnerability developed through conversations as we shared meals and daily familial trips. The day before leaving Uruguay, I volunteered at a community center. It was a home for foster children, and they weren't what I expected. As I met so many kids who were content and grateful for the community center, for the first time in my life, I realized that being taken might not have been the end-all be-all for La Niña Curiosa. As sometimes the family we find for ourselves say more about who we are than the families we come from. After reflecting on my high school experience, I now see these experiences have helped me grow and prepare for my future. USA, alongside SEO, has given me and many other students a chance to take on leadership roles time and time again, whether it be through class participation, student government, internships, peer group connection, and many more. When life hands you opportunities, you can either choose to walk away from them or take them. But sometimes the journey of the experience can truly change your life. From a young age, I was always determined to attend medical school, and this dream ultimately led me to USA. As students, we were given exposure to different healthcare professions, One focused on the legal implications of the pharmaceutical industry, which sparked my interest. Through extracurriculars like my internship at Cleary Gottlieb and my participation in mock trials, I developed an interest in politics and public policy. I will be attending Cornell University this fall, pursuing a major in biology and society and a minor in inequality studies on the health equity track. Cornell provides their students the opportunity to learn more about their own cultural identities. Growing up in America as a daughter of migrant parents, I've always felt detached from my Dominican culture. At Cornell, I will become a part of the Dominican community through the Quisqueya Dominican Students Association and Sabor Latino Dance Ensemble. The context in which the curriculum is offered is also very important to me. I am interested in taking advantage of Cornell's interdisciplinary approach to learning the factors that influence people's mind and actions. I yearn to take courses about inequality, religion, gender, and sexuality. Although I'm unsure about what profession to pursue, I have no doubt that I will discover who I was going to become as CEO. I can stand here all day thanking everyone who has helped me along this journey, but we don't have time for all of that, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I first want to thank God for the opportunity to live in this world and to be present here in this moment. I'm eternally grateful to my mom for motivating me to change the narrative of my family. I'm thankful for all of my teachers for educating me and providing me the tools I needed to succeed in my future. To Ms. Garcia and Ms. Dunkley, thank you for introducing me to pharmacy. I developed a love for it that I will always carry with me in my heart. To Ms. Ramsey, thank you for always being there for me, even when I wasn't myself. You always had a good way of noticing. To Mr. McLaughlin, I can't wait for you to become a professor at a prestigious university and become renowned for your exquisite taste in the finest pieces of literature. To Mr. Marisol, thank you for being my lunch buddy. I love sharing peppermint cookies with you and talking about life and Drew. To Mr. Kuko, I love learning about and having debates over events in U.S. history. Now I'll be close to your alma mater in Ithaca. To Mr. Edelman, thank you for playing a role in sparking my interest in public policy and social activism. I can't wait to use the knowledge I acquired from you to influence change in our government structure. I'm also immensely proud that I had the opportunity to meet and connect with such wonderful staff members. To Mr. Skona, thank you for your kind words of encouragement and for helping my mom understand the importance of independence and facing challenges on your own. To Mr. N, thank you for helping me sort out my information and survive the college process. To Mr. Jukos, thank you for putting forward opportunities that I was able to take advantage of. It aided me in tapping into my potential. And although I'm not at my fullest, you set me on the right path to get there. To Ms. Ramos, thank you for always seeing the light in me. From the moment we first became acquainted, you told me I would accomplish great things, and here we are, yet this isn't the end. To Ms. Nunez, thank you for calming me down and helping me realize that I can and will do it. To Mr. Riza, thank you for those, are you okay? Are you sure? You always knew how to turn my frown upside down. To my grandma, aka Miss Tuya, gracias por ser tan magnífica. Siempre te recordaré cuando tengo que apurarme para llegar a mis clases a tiempo. To Emo, thank you for those hallway and lunchroom encounters. I'll never forget that what is for me, and to relax and let time have its course. Additionally, I would like to thank all of my mentors for guiding me throughout my high school career and college process. I hope to take pieces of you all with me to my future. Last but not least, I'm thankful for all of my friends, those who have been there for me when times are rough, and those who have helped me grow socially throughout high school. Class of 2020, regardless of where life takes us, I will always remember the strong sense of community within this school. I hope that this isn't the last time we're all gathered here together. My biggest aspiration moving forward is that this generation will be more proactive and involved in making change occur in this unjust world, rather than letting things just happen. We are powerful. Never doubt your potential or question your life's journey, because you never know what you're capable of doing until you try. Lastly, I'm truly grateful for having the experiences that I was able to share with you all. Not only did they help us become better people, but they also helped us prepare for a brighter future. Congratulations, class of 2020. Never doubt your potential, follow your dreams, and never forget how far you've come. Thank you.